Heeling to me has always been one of the most impressive things that I see people doing with their dogs. Union of the dog and owner working together with the meticulousness and perfection. It looks brilliant and it's a lot of fun to work on. Although this may seem like a relatively easy thing to teach a dog, I know, and you might too, that it's not. The biggest mistake in heeling that we're going to avoid, and I see this all the time, is when we start to take steps too early. To really get that sort of precise and tight heel, we have to spend an adequate amount of time teaching the dog what it means to be in the correct position. The finished product of this stage is to be able to cue the dog to do a complete circle in both directions without a food lure. Now this is a great exercise and I think that every dog should be good at it. It doesn't even matter whether you want to work on heeling or not, it is just plain fun, fun, fun. Begin by teaching the dog to stand on an object. Now I have demonstrated this move before in a video, so check that out for a more detailed explanation. We can do this by either luring the dog onto the object, good job, or by free shaping and gradually raising criteria until they offer the behavior we're looking for before we put it on cue. Once this is reliable, we can start to lure the dog around the object, rewarding it first for even the slightest efforts. We don't want to ask for much here. Even a shift in weight or a small step taken with those back legs deserves a click and a reward. Occasionally, with certain dogs, it helps to position yourself next to them as you do this. However, remember to mix it up and change positions every now and then. If the dog steps off the object, simply cue them to step back onto it and try again. Prevent the dog from becoming too reliant on the food reward by alternating between food hands and empty hands. This will help them learn that even the physical absence of a food reward is still worth them putting in the effort. The objective is to have the dog follow your hand, not the food in it. Good girl. Good job, pup. Oh, that was so brilliant. This way. Very good. This way. Turn. Yes, rotate. Yes, turn. Yes, rotate. Good job. Good girl. That was awesome. What we've just done is taught the dog to learn to maneuver their rear end independently of their front half. This is not a natural movement for most dogs, so be very patient with it, because it's quite typical for it to take a few days to get to this stage. So now we're going to take that exercise that you should be very good at by now and turn it into the heel position. Position yourself next to the dog, cue them to spin in whichever direction, and click only as soon as their body comes into contact with the side of your leg. Turn. Turn. Good girl. Rotate. Rotate. Good job, so very good. I have found that before we remove the object altogether, it significantly helps to change and use different items. This will make that transition a lot easier because the dog will not be so used to always offering that same movement on the same object every single time. Turn. Yes. Turn. Yes. Turn. Good. And that is the most important part of teaching a dog to heel perfectly and precisely right next to you. If you can master this with your dog, then you're going to be well on your way to teaching and doing some of the most beautiful healing possible. In the next video of this two-part series, I'm going to talk about getting good eye contact, adding movement, and even working around some distractions. So once again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. The objective is to have the dog follow the food. That is not the objective at all.